Hello everyone and welcome back to what may be the final part of Civilization 6. I just don't really know. Adrotuka is kind of on its last legs in the war against Pericles, who, despite his lesser military strength, has been causing us a lot of trouble and will not make peace for even 74 nuclear uranium, or 74 uranium, not nuclear weapons yet. We're not quite there. We're working on nuclear fission at the moment. I'm going for smart power doctrine to maybe get the global coalition down, which would be useful. And we're going to go raid whatever we can inside Greece's territory in an effort to tell them to bugger off and go home, which I'm not convinced is going to work, in all honesty. But we're going to give it a go nonetheless. We'll get this core together so we've got a little bit more strength. My main concern is Adrotuka. First of all, because there's an 80 tank army, an 80 crew army here, which means they're sorely going to lose. And Adrotuka is really on its last legs at this point. So we're going to surround this 80 crew in the hopes of killing it. This tank here is going to fortify. In terms of production, we will go for production in Samara, which thankfully now has Reina back. But I feel like we're not earning as much money as we might have been before. We're going to go for shopping malls because that's tourism. And we'll do the same over in Ratimakos as well. This tank here can't quite raid down there, I think, but it can maybe raid here next turn if it survives, which it almost certainly won't. So let's fortify. Governor title, we will promote Bengal, not because we're going for spatial initiative, but because it will give us an additional point, an era score, for promoting Pingala the Educator all the way up. So that's very useful indeed. In terms of units needing orders, we need these tanks to fortify up, these tanks to move over to the front lines. We are going to sorely need them. In Corinth, there's not much we can do, so we'll just sabotage production as best we can. Whether we'll be successful, I don't know. If we lose Adrotuka, it's going to be a huge blow to our empire, and certainly to our tourism game, because a lot of our wonders are in Adrotuka, our capital, and he just will not make peace for anything. 197. If I gave you all my diplomatic favour and all my gold, would that be enough? I'm guessing it's probably not going to be. Somehow that's still not enough. I guess because he's on the verge of taking Adrotuka. So there's not much we can do apart from end the turn and hope for the best, really. And also move our tanks forward, as we're doing to get our tanks towards the front line. We've got more military strength than him now. We just left it perhaps a little bit late to start this whole military production business. It depends on what turn order Greece plays. If the plane comes in first, I think we're screwed. If the 80 crew and the tank come in first, then we're okay. Okay, tanks coming in first, that's not a problem. But Adrotuka will take a hit. The AT crew will go after a tank, and will take it out pretty much in one shot. In fact, they will. And now the plane comes in, so as long as nothing can get to Adrotuka, we should be okay. As long as nothing can invade Adrotuka this next turn, then that's fine. But given there's a Greek tank there, that's a problem. And Argos will do pretty good work against these tanks as well, as will these planes. So any military strength we would have is going to be sorely beaten down by Pericles here. All over such a grudge from a long time ago. But I don't really think it's going to matter much more, because I think someone's going to end up winning pretty soon. Mali's halfway there with tourism, we're about a third of the way there. John Curtin at 16 points, he's not far away. Right, we'll deal with those issues in a second. We can also recruit 2 separate people. We can recruit Great Merchant. Ooh, Masaru Ibuka. Industrial zone districts provide plus 10 tourism. That could be a huge boost for us, actually. We will absolutely recruit you. Maybe don't recruit you at Adotuka though. And we'll also recruit Gustav Klimt. So that's another couple of portraits. Excellent production here at Adotuka. Can you repair the walls? No, you can't, but you can repair the encampment in 2 turns, but it's occupied by an enemy, so repair the oppidum, or the workshop in the oppidum, I should say. It's frustrating that we can't deal with that Greek tank. I wonder if we can buy a in-line infantry or something. We could... Do we not have the ability to make actual infantry? That requires oil, which we don't have. I see the problem. Rome, you have oil, don't you? Probably. No, you don't. Who has oil that I can take, just so my troops actually do some good work? Like, we have uranium, not many other people do. And I'm only half convinced that dropping a nuke on Pericles would be a bad idea. I'm not far away from doing so. Wilhelmina has oil. What would it take for just a little bit of oil? That's a lot of gold, but I'll do it. And I'm going to move this tank up to here. I'm going to purchase, first of all, can I purchase a wall or something that I can't? I can get myself some. I can get myself a destroyer here. Now we'll go for an infantry here at Otuka. Oh, they're a melee unit. Bugger. That was a mistake. 1720. Can I sell some for like 500 gold? Well, I mean, you always like stuff. You always have plenty of gold to sell. I will sell you some whales, some coffee, some amber, some mercury. You give me 26 gold? No. Okay, we'll just have to deal with our terrible decision making, it seems. Because we can't... Weirdly, we can't attack people on the sea, but they can come and attack us, which is kind of annoying. You are gonna... You two are gonna go together. Just to keep on providing some land defense. We're gonna pull back completely from Greece at this stage. It's just not worth it. Hassle, although you are gonna raid that. That's a lot more money actually, that's useful. You can fire at Argos if it's not really worth it, to be honest. You may as well fire at Argos. Not that's really going to do anything. How are we doing for envoys and suzerainty? We're doing okay. We're still holding pretty much all the ones that we want to. Buenos Aires would be nice to get, but it's not an immediate concern. This tank is going to come up here. We may still lose Adotuka. Is there really nothing I can do to make peace with you? Apparently not. Well, I'm only 1 turn away from creating the Manhattan Project, or 1 turn away from being able to create the Manhattan Project. So I think very carefully about this, Pericles, in all honesty, but, you know, you do you. Do we not have a neighbourhood in Noviodunum? Apparently not. Right, you need to head over to here, and this will give you a good boost in tourism, I think. So 835 boosting to nothing yet. We'll have to see next turn. Gustav Klimt. You have to go up to. Where can you go? You can go up to Durocortoron, and then we'll use you next turn. You. Okay, you're just going to stay there to buy us some time, hopefully. I really don't see much that we can do at this stage against Greece. Or against Greece until they actually decide to make peace. I'd be willing to pay them war reparations if they take Adotuka. but I don't know if they'll be willing to give up Adwatuka completely. Okay, that tank is moving back onto the dry land, that's good. The plane is coming in, I think, for the Oppidum. So I don't mind, that might actually give Adwatuka a little bit of time to recover some health. Although I'm not sure Oppidum is going to be doing much better. That tank from Argos is going to have some issues. These planes from Greece are causing real problems, for sure. And we don't really have the ability to deal with them particularly effectively. We'll have to find a way to break this deadlock, however. You have so few troops. Aren't you scared for your life? Well, Mansa Musa, if Pericles had stopped attacking me, then we'd be okay. And despite the fact we're doing much better than him in terms of science and culture, he seems to be absolutely wrecking us. In every respect. So I'm going in 4 turns. Right, we are going to create some Manhattan projects. I'm hoping the threat of deterrent will work in our favour. In the meantime, however, what do we want to work on? 8 turns for a GDR. For a giant death robot. Wouldn't be a bad idea anyway. Just have a long way to go though. We're not really scientifically advanced as a nation. You just go deal with him. Can this infantry actually do any good work against this AT crew? They would actually be able to do a little bit better. But their movement is absolutely appalling. So we'll just keep laying down fire on this AT crew. Even though it's absolutely destroying us completely. And we'll get this infantry crew moving in the right direction. Here in Adwatuka we just need to keep on 27 turns for the Manhattan project. Still a long way out. That's a problem. Could go for an anti-air gun. I'm going to buy an anti-air weapon in Adwatuka, given that there are bombing raids coming in. And we're going to start work on the Manhattan project. Not that I think we'll actually get to see the benefits of such. Unfortunately, but hey-ho, we do what we can. Here we will... How are we doing for the World Games? We're in 2nd place, so train some athletes, please. Over in Bibrax, you can go for a shopping mall, because that's additional tourism. Also, we got about another 90 tourism from those Oppidums, so not bad at all. You're gonna get yourselves joined up, just for safety, if nothing else. This tank will move back. And we'll do that with this tank as well. But I would really wish Pericles would just go away. I'm willing to give you some uranium. You like uranium, don't you? Here, what about 83 uranium? I don't see how this could backstab me at all. No, he's just absolutely not willing to do so. We're going to raid this fishing port, this fishing camp, so he doesn't get as much stuff from his fishing boats. And we'll keep laying down the very minimal fire on Argos. It's not really going to do much. It'll do something. Gustav, you can head over to Durocortoron's Great Work slot and create your lovely Great Work, thank you. If he does take Adwatuka, we might get a kind of, I want to say UN resolution, but it's not. But we might get a way to take it back via the World Congress, because they don't really like people taking over capitals. And as far as I'm aware, no one's taken over a capital. Oh no, Wilhelmine has taken over the capital of Macedon. Speaking of Macedon, he just denounced us. Not that I particularly care. I feel like I've got bigger problems. Who's just declared war? Fez has declared war on Candy. Interesting. What's going on here? Is someone... I feel like sovereignty has changed. Ah. Pericles is taking Candy. That's why everyone's at war. No, not a problem. Temple Adrotu has been pillaged. That's fine. Well, it's not really fine, but we will make it work.
The medicine, education, wine, public order, roads, the fresh water system, and public health. What have the Romans ever done for us?
Very true, John, please. Very true indeed. We're starting to get a little bit of health back in Adrotuka. Are we at the point where we can repair walls? No, they're repairable in one turn. I'm going to get this infantry moving towards this tank crew. If we can keep this tank crew boxed in, or this AT crew boxed in, I think that would be the main thing. I'd like to keep working on some more anti-air crew things. Can I actually do the Manhattan project over here? Probably not. It might be quicker to do it over there, to be honest. Keep making anti-aircraft guns. Can I make the... I can do Manhattan Project here in half the time in Samurai Breather. So let's do that. How are we doing for the World Games now? Ooh. I still want to beat Eleanor of Aquitaine if we can. And we may be able to change into nuclear power as well, but we'll keep going for training athletes for now. Because we've got monoculture going, we might be able to sneak a diplomat activity if we do a lot of work. We'd have to do a lot of work. We're going to change Havana over to nuclear power. Hopefully there'll be no nuclear accidents. That's not what we would need right about now. You're going to fortify. You are going to heal up out of Tuca. Anti-aircraft gun, you're just going to skip. And do a Cortoron. Gustav, you can get another great work. Very nice. We should be doing better in terms of tourism, but our tourism is so passive is the problem. We have some faith, but not really enough to justify the amount of rock bands we need, to be honest. Well, I mean, we'll certainly keep trying, but I just don't see chance of much success. We'll head down here to Ephesus. Not that we can pillage this. Oh goodness, no! That battleship's gonna die. That was a bad decision because it's gonna be in range of Ephesus, Miletos, and Argos as well. That wasn't a great decision of mine, but we just have to deal with it. So you may as well lay down some fire. Again, it's not really going to do that much. It's only -3 off their defences. It's hardly going to do too much, but we'll do what we can. My hope is the anti-aircraft guns will really help us here. We're basically just forming a blockade at our own town to ensure that Adrotuka survives. You want a research alliance? That's okay. Are we still in alliance with Gotarzan for how long? Because I don't really want to be in a military alliance with you any longer. Two more turns. Because then we make a military alliance with Rome. And Rome might bring all their firepower down on Greece. Because they're not at war with anyone. So they may well send their troops over here. So if I can just hold up for long enough. Our battleship is going to go down there. That was a poor play on my behalf. They've also sabotaged a governor. They've sabotaged Pingala again. God damn it. If you'd stop sabotaging Pingala, that'd be really useful. We also have a special session of the World Congress. Oh, this is problematic. Both Mansa Musa and Tamaris have been ravaged by natural disaster. That's fine. But if John Curtin wins both of those, he's won the game. So we have 30 turns to stop him getting that. That's probably not as easy as it seems, and there was no way that we were going to be able to stop that from happening.
Time will come,
unfortunately.
and is inevitably coming, when all institutions based on force.
I'd like to get Global Coalition in, but I'm not sure what I would take out. We'll take out music censorship, that's fine. And we'll put in Global Coalition for now. We just need a little bit more strength. Is there anything better than lightning warfare here? Just trying to think if there's anything which would be better at all. Doesn't seem to be. If we go for drill manuals, they'll just get us extra colonitis, that'd be fine. So did John Curtin join both Adel quests? I mean, I would if I was him. Yes, he has. Okay. Unfortunate. We'll go for infant. Let's keep going on future civics here. And over at Ratumakos. It's really a bit late for stuff like campuses at this stage of the game, or holy sites. You can convert to nuclear power because we have quite a lot. We've got 6 per turn. We'll convert you to nuclear because you're an oil. You're an oil power station, so that would free up our oil for other things, which would be useful. Do a Cortoron. Go for a shopping mall because it's just tourism boost. Arpanum, you can do the same with a shopping mall. You can do some damage to that AT crew, so do so. Because then it means our tanks will do fare a little better in any fight. It's not really that much. But they spend something. Gustav, you can keep going and do a Cortoron. Farm garden with sunflowers, wonderful. This builder here, why did I build this builder? Not really much left I can actually do. Head up towards Bibrax and just build some Colossus heads for me. So we might be able to get some more faith down. Need to name you, wonderful, random authors. And you do have a promotion actually, so we'll go for science districts because there's plenty of them around. Yeah, Space Rock, that's the one I want. And actually, is it the... Yeah, it's the university we want. There's a university here, there's plenty of science buildings around and science districts around, which is good. Unfortunately, I think we're going to get second place in multiple... Oh, 144 turns. It's the first time we've seen the timer. It's the first time we've seen the timer. 144 turns of cultural victory. Still way too long and we're not going to achieve it. But it's progress. More so than Mali. Now, how was the science going? Wilhelmina. In 50 turns, she's going to win, but she might increase that with lasers. So, we need that Manhattan project to finish quickly. And then what we're going to do, we are essentially going to... Yeah, I'll do that. We're essentially going to win a culture victory by ensuring there's no other tourists left on the map. Through the power of death and destruction. At least that's the plan. In reality, is that going to work? I'm not sure. But we want to... It's a bit too late to stop the Dutch, I think. Everyone's done some science now. Even people like Philip, who aren't really big science people. We haven't, but that's not really what we're about, to be honest. We finally have a glimpse at a culture victory, even if we're not going to win one. With Mansa Musa on a much higher score, I think it's unlikely that we're going to stand a chance, but we will fight valiantly to the end. And Adrotuka is managing to recover some of its health. but we're low on oil again. But that will change soon. If we can make peace with Pericles, we could really focus on other such things. Are we allied with... I think it's one more turn. One more turn for... Okay, expires next turn. Excellent. I will declare a friendship with you. I don't suppose you could join the war early, would you? Against Pericles? I'm guessing no. He's not thrilled about doing so. He might have a hidden trait or something. But so be it. We're going to keep training athletes, because I would like to win that one if I can, the World Games, because also additional tourism for campuses, which of course is very useful indeed. Keep working on this AT crew, just to ensure it dies, or at least is lowered in its power and strength. So even though it's going to damage us greatly to do so, we will keep fighting it. I'm hoping that AT crew is buying us time. Essentially to ensure that the planes don't come and kill us. That's the hope anyway. If we can get a military alliance with Rome, they have a lot of firepower to come and deal with Greece. That's my hope anyway. Right, a little bit of tourism there. That might help with our culture. Rome has another settler. I don't know where they're going to put it. The cultural victory has just increased heavily. We're doing very well in our domestic tourists, but not so much in our visiting tourists pool, unfortunately. You want to give me some more religious stuff. You want... Yeah, that's fine. It's pretty much the same. I'm just giving away some diplomatic favour. Diplomatic favour is something I can get fairly simply, purely through the future civic. The AT crew is going to do some pretty bad... Oh, the plane comes in. And that's the infantry pretty much dead. In fact, it will be the infantry dead. And that AT crew has also recovered its health. Bugger. That's unfortunate. That's a real problem. Okay, well, we'll have to deal with that one way or another. But Adwatuka is recovering its health, and that's important. And we're also in a new era. Sadly, however, not a golden era. Just a normal era, but Pericles is in a normal one too. Wilhelmina's in a golden age. I think she might be running away with this at this point, but we'll give it a go. Wish you were here. 1 era score for each artifact extracted? No. Let's go for... automation war. I mean, nothing really matters here. We'll go for body of lies because we might get some power or some era score from that. Now you need you to be repaired in a hurry. This tank is going to have to come here. This tank army. Production over in Novia Dunham. Send aid. We're going to see if we can start winning these. This AT crew is going to move to here because it will still protect Adwatuka. You need to go to another science station. There's one down here. You can perform. Hopefully it won't be your final thing. It won't. Wonderful. That's a good amount of tourism. We are no longer the highest up, but we're doing okay. Are we technically in first place for culture victory? No, we're not. Purely because he's got more tourists than we do. Now, Rome. This is the big one. If we can get Rome on side as a military alliance... For 20 gold? Absolutely, sir. Right, make deal. Join my war. You're my military ally. What about an ideological war? No. So what's the benefit of the alliances again? Can we force Rome into a war declaration on Pericles? Because that's going to be what we really need to happen. Otherwise, I'm not sure we're going to manage otherwise. Oh, dearie me. Can we manage it? I really don't think there's a way that we're going to win this, but like I said, we will keep going to the end. We will try our absolute best. I just wish that we could force Caesar into a fight. Cast a spell. I don't really need one on that. Oh, I don't know. I'm running out of ideas, to be perfectly honest. I was hoping the military alliance would get him to actually push in with us against Pericles, but it seems not. Is there really nothing I can give you? If I just choose like all the great works, not that I'm going to do this. No, he really just will not do it. For any reason at all. How close is Wilhelmina to a science victory? She's going to win by turn 342 at the latest. So how are we going to make this work? I don't know. Get another rock band out. We have the Manhattan Project. But the problem is the ship has already sailed for the Netherlands. The exoplanet expedition has already sailed. There's not much we can do to stop that now. It's not like we can nuke it in outer space, unfortunately. So what do we do? I think what we can hope for here is an honourable second in certain categories, be it culture and diplomatic. I'm not sure we're going to manage any other way. Here comes the planes. That 80 crew is too far away, unfortunately. Romstad or Mittler, but that's not very useful for me. Lots of rock bands coming in from Greece as well. And it's providing a lot of tourism benefits to them. So it'd be good trying to get that sorted as well. The nuclear fusion has been boosted. Over here at Rathimakos, we'll go for a battleship. Just get some more. We'll get some more troops out on the field, hopefully. Over at Arretium, we will go for a theatre square. Not because it'll be very good, but because it'll at least do something useful. Right, we're gonna keep laying into this AT crew if we can. Give Adrotuka its health back via a wall heal. Anti-air crew, we're actually going to move to here, because there's still some good work defending, I would say. You're going to fortify. Basically, we're just going to form a blockade outside Adrotuka. I'm not really sure what much else we can do at this point. Let's keep working on this AT crew. I will kill it if it kills me, which it is killing me at the moment. Right, Space Rock, and you can be called Iron Ant, that's not a problem. You guys, you're still a sciencey group of people. And here's a sciencey place, yes it is. Head up there. You can also promote yourself, which might be useful. Civilizations within 10 tiles, well, it's only really Rome over here, so it's not really that useful. Gives you additional movement. We'll go for pop style, just get some additional gold from random authors. We will end the turn. Well, not quite, because we're going to keep making some Colossus heads. Or some colossal heads, I should say, not Colossus heads, but colossal heads. Rome is seeking a science victory. I think they're going to be beaten to it, to be honest. Caesar's only at the spaceport. He's only just finished Earth satellite. So I'm not sure he's really with a chance when Wilhelmina's all the way up to the exoplanet expedition. And Pachacuti's not far off either. So I'm thinking, unfortunately, I think for Rome that's a lost cause, as well as for us. But, you know, we do what we can.
Chemistry is the dirty part.
Okay, we have sabotaged some production in Argos, wonderful. You can disrupt rocketry. Production over at Adratuka. Can't repair the walls. We can go back and finish off our anti-air gun thing. Be pretty useful, I would imagine. Let's take out this 80 crew once and for all, so we can use these tanks for something else more important going forward. We'll use this tank here because then we'll get some additional points for defeating a much bigger army. It's only +1 era score, but it's better than nothing. How are we doing on aid requests? Not too great. It's basically going to be, can Wilhelmina win before John Curtin wins? In essence, I think is the thing. Novia Dunham, go for a research lab. You need to just return on foot. He's captured. I don't think Pericles ever really had much respect for us, so it doesn't really matter. Everyone else is just going to pretty much fortify up as best they can. You just keep on working on some Colossus heads, please. Colossal heads, I should say. In fact, we built a colossal head adjacent to a holy site with a temple. And we get the achievement Legends of the Hidden Temple. I didn't even know that was an achievement. But now I know. Right, let's see what we get here. It's okay, a little bit of money and some good amount of tourism. How are we doing in the old culture now? Not quite there, unfortunately. Although we are steadily starting to overtake Wilhelmina. So yeah, we're starting to overtake Mansa Musa now. It's still putting Mali as the front runners for culture. We pretty much need to go all in on faith generation now, I would say. And tourism. Because at this point there's not much else we can do. Apart from hope on the tourist front. You guys go up here. And perform, please. Oh, unit lost straight away. That's not great. I think if we are going to become culturally dominant over anyone, it's going to be Rome. Purely because they're the closest to us. Although we're doing pretty well with Wilhelmina as well. Like I said, domestic tourists we're doing incredibly well with. It's just the incoming tourists that we're having trouble with. Because we just can't generate enough. We can't generate enough tourists to come visit our empire with only passive tourism. We also lost some tourism along the way, which is unfortunate. I do wonder if it's to do with these rock bands that we're now allowing back into our territory. So once we get to Future Civic, I'm going to switch back. Oh, really, Mansa Musa? Was that really necessary? I know we have different governments. And I know that we're in a kind of the space race of culture.
You can never plan the future.
But we've always been best buds there. That feels a bit much, Mansa Musa. I don't think that was really necessary. I need to ensure that the... Where is it? It's to do with the... rock bands. To ensure they can't get music censorship, that's the one. Goodbye, rock bands, thank you. I imagine some of the people are also doing rock band things as well. We will keep working on... We could go for Simultaneum just for extra faith and buildings and holy sites. We'll go for Reformed Church to hopefully get that one up and running. We will get Harbour Master. It should be a little bit of extra money, I think, because we do have a commercial hub there. You guys all need to pretty much fortify, get yourselves healed up. 80 crews, stay where you are. Keep on working on the Colossus heads. Colossal, I need to stop saying Colossus. I know they are the Colossus heads, but the Colossal heads. Right, you need to go to another sciencey area. There's a spaceport up here that will do. We lost the unit, unfortunately, but we get a good amount of money for it as well. It's a shame you can't buy faith, because it's a lot more for another rock band for sure. You can just buy a shopping mall, so we're going to do that because it is additional tourism. Same in Bibrax, and go through a Watt as well. Not the Angkor Wat, but still something useful. You go for sending aid. We're starting to get some with tourism now, but it's just going to be a little bit too late, I think, unfortunately. Okay. Wilhelmina has probably a little while to go yet, unless she does her exoplanet expedition thing. And we will try launching our satellite just so we can get views of everything. But we do need Greece to stop. So how's that Manhattan project getting on? Another 8 turns for the Manhattan project. Because I will drop a nuke on you, Greece, if you don't stop. In essence, is what I'm trying to say. If you don't stop, I will come and drop a nuclear power on you. Netherlands has got a giant great robot. That's terrifying.
The 3 great elements of modern civilization: gunpowder, printing, and the Protestant religion.
Okay, we don't need to change our government. That's fine. In terms of new policies, how much extra faith does that give us? 15. It's hardly spectacular, it must be said. I don't really know what we can take out either, because all of these are important. We'll take out space tourism. I think we can manage without it. We'll have a little bit of extra faith. It's not much, but it's something. Suffrage do we need? No. Just keep going on future civics, please. Just keep on working on that. Are we going to win the World Games? I think we probably are. I can't believe Mansa Musa denounced me. I thought we were friends with him. It's very sad. Repair your factory. Over in of your Dunham. Go for a water park here, because there's not really much else you can do. This anti-air crew gun is going to go down to the Oppidum. I'm not thrilled by the mechanised infantry there, it must be said. You can come down here as well. And you're going to fortify in place to deal with this mechanised infantry coming in. You're going to come up here, because I think you'll still be able to do some good work. There we go. Somehow Adratuka has survived for the time being. Pingala can now be returned to service. Excellent. We're back in Adratuka. We'll get him assigned there going forward. Oh, we need to assign him again in once the turn has ended. I'm not thrilled by the mechanised infantry coming in. I'm hoping that our AA guns should actually do some work against these planes now. Specifically why I've got some AA guns to hopefully tell these planes to bugger off and go home. Yeah, I think we're actually doing some good. I think we are actually doing some good work against the aircraft now, which is useful. We do need Rome to come help us though, and it doesn't seem like they're all too willing to do so. Tornado outbreak, where's that? In Samurai Breather, excellent, that's not what we needed either. But what can we do? We just keep working with what we can. Right here, just repair the holy site, just for a little bit more faith. Ratimakos, go for a holy site somewhere, it's +1 faith. It's really way too late to be building these things, to be perfectly honest, but hey ho. Adotuka, are you ready to repair your walls again? Not quite, another 2 turns before that's ready. Over in Havana, go for a shrine. Okay, this storm has caused issues at Samurai Breather, but that's okay. Mansa Musa now has the chance of victory in 286 turns, but we're close to overtaking him in the amount of tourists we have. And we have a lot less tourists to get because we are by far and away the people with the highest amount of domestic tourists. Just because of our extremely high culture generation. Get everyone fortified up and healed, please. Get this ship, this battleship moving. Just sit in that medal for now. It's so frustrating. If we maybe not invaded Pericles at the beginning, it might have been okay. I'll take a cultural alliance. No, I'm not going to actually, because I want to be able to send my tourists or do some tourism stuff to you. But I can't get to you because Greece is in the way. Unfortunately. If Greece would not be in the way, that'd be wonderful. Spain has completed the space race project launch Earth satellite. That's not a problem. That mechanised infantry is causing problems. I'm hoping we can keep dealing with these planes though. Because these planes are proving problematic for sure.
ماذا فعلتم ليأخذ الله منكم تلك المكافأة؟ عودوا إلى طريق الصواب.
Me and Mansa Musa seem to have had a pretty bad falling out on these last few turns. They've also took Rain out of Samurai Breather, which is a really good move by them because it's she's really powerful there, so that's annoying and unfortunate, but not much we can do about it. This tank is going to have to move down to protect against this mechanised infantry that's causing us problems. Speaking of which, Pingala, you're going to go back in Adotuka, but it's going to take you a little bit of time. Let's get our friendships with John Curtin and Eleanor renewed, because we didn't do that quick enough with Mansa Musa. He declared war on us, and we are not all too thrilled, or certainly I'm not all too thrilled about that. Repair the encampment if you can, because that would give us some striking power. Build a Ferris wheel at the water park. Repair the neighbourhood. You build a... It's not really any point building an aerodrome or anything like that, just build a temple. You can just fortify for now. As can you. As can you. As can you. This will keep our ships going forward into relative safety. So they'll go here and here. City starving. Havana has not got enough food. That might be because that might be due to the issues with the cyclone or the tornado named Jan. It's caused some problems for sure. Okay. We've nearly overtaken Mansa Musa. If we can be leading the cultural victory by the time the game's... Oh, we are leading the cultural victory. Excellent. Oh, this is actually going to be quite a tight race, I think. If we can deny John Curtin winning a diplomatic victory, no one's anywhere close to a domination or a diplomatic or a religious victory. It's purely between a race between myself and Mansa Musa for culture, Pachacuti in the Netherlands for science, and John Curtin at diplomacy. Those are the 5 top contenders. So I'm glad we're in with a chance. Even if we don't win, we're in with a chance. That's the main thing. These Greek planes are proving exceptionally troublesome, however. I don't think our battleships have very good anti-air capabilities, unfortunately. At least I imagine so. How are we doing on envoys? Just oh goodness me, yeah, our ships took an absolute battering from those planes. There's not much we can do about that.
Science has been I never think of the future.
Okay. Right, let's keep our ships moving. We're going to probably not join them together because they will die. You guys fire over there, please. Same with you. Take out this mechanized infantry one way or another, please. Get it off the field. Or at least do the best you can. Take out that support balloon, if you can. And take out that mechanized infantry. Because it's just annoying and we need to get rid of it. This tank can move here and fortify. Adotuka, you ready to repair? No, you're not. It's unfortunate. Still 2 more turns to repair that. Repair your neighbourhood so your housing comes back. Civics, we're going to keep going for future civic. Production, repair your oppidum. Governor title, we need to still another few turns to get Rainer back. We'll promote Victor to get an additional range strike per turn in Durokotoron, because we may well need it. And yeah, at this point it's purely just a race to the end. You know, we're never going to be with a chance of a science victory. Can we get a culture victory in time? Partisans in Samarabriva. Man, they are hitting Samarabriva with all they've got at the moment. Although there are only pikemen, that's not the end of the world. Could be a lot worse, to be honest. Although I'd like to ensure that we don't have any issues losing our grove and our sanctuary, because they are very important to us. But let's take out pretty much the majority of those pikemen if we can. Can we get any kind of unit over here? We can get cavalry, but it's hardly worth it. Just keep whacking down this pikeman. Next time we'll be able to take him out. Over at Adratuka. Repair your shrine. We should have enough for another rock band. Over at Noviodunum, we will get a spaceport down. Purely to try launch an Earth satellite, just so we can see what's going on across the entire map. Not for the sake of... definitely not for the sake of actually getting the science victory, because we are not going to be able to do that for sure. Repair your workshop, please. Durokotoron. Get a Watt down. You guys head over to there, because we need you to keep on trading with the Dutch, otherwise they're going to get all mad at us. How close are we to the Manhattan Project? It's still 6 turns. I think we've been today by the tornado and the partisans there, which is unfortunate, but hey-ho. Not much we can do about that. In terms of great people, there's only 3 types left: musicians, engineers and admirals. Everyone else has already been recruited. Rome has really racked up the amount of great engineer points that they're getting. Ooh, Wilhelmina now is next in line at 296. That can't be right. I feel like we should be further ahead than that. But we will leave things there, and probably in the final part next time we'll see how things go. Things have been interesting, and not necessarily in a good way. So we look at the science victory. Wilhelmina is on her way, as is Pachacuti. You know, if we can get leading or second place in some victories, I'd say that's good. This shows that we're past the halfway point. I'm not really entirely sure I agree with the game, but we'll have to see. In the next part, thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.